Here we are again, boys and girls. There, hit the wrong button there. Oh well, I always stuff something up. Okay, here we are once again. I think everything's running. Is it running? Just checking everything. Just checking this.
Looks like it's running.
Have we got
you got
something?
the Invictus in the background?
I got the Invictus in the background. Something different for a stream because we don't want to talk about anything to do with viruses today. Yep, so it says it's actually live on my Chanya and Wazza's Facebook page, which is good. That's probably going to have audio. Audio's off. That's good. So we're live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube, and that sort of fucking worked. I can't believe it. Dallo, good morning. How you doing? Of course, if you want to come and join us, let me see if I can get some other crap up on the screen. Go to my documents. Where's all my links? Where's my links?
They probably snuck off with your lemur.
Yeah. So let me bring up my links page. There we go. So once again, if you want to come on, it's a free for all. If you want to come onto the stream in voice only, then we have the option to go on the Discord channel. If you're not familiar with Discord, then I'm sorry I can't help you with that. It's one of those things. You've had plenty of warning. We are actually live on my Facebook page today, so that's another thing as well. Paul in Sydney, good morning. And of course we got with us today, we got Blue and we've got Thomas or Oggy. He's one of my compatriots in 2020. Was it 2950, isn't it? Where 2950 is where we Stanton system.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you said.
2950, yeah. So we're doing a time warp to the future today. As you see, we're at a bar here on what are we in today? We're in the this is the constellation Armada, wasn't it?
It's Phoenix.
Phoenix. And we're in the constellation Phoenix. I'm sitting at the bar waiting for the bartender to come and serve me a drink, but he seems to be a bit on the slack side. So, but we'll get to that a bit later on. Okay, so that's all seems to be working. That seems to be working. Bossa Nova, good morning. I can minimise that screen. Yeah, so lots and lots of things happening this week. Oh my God. Well, let's do the roundup first. Let's do the channel roundup. Let's, I'd like to sort of shout out to everybody that's doing Thailand content. So let's do that. Looks like we've got. Let's do a refresh that page. Maybe he's finished. I don't know if he has or not. Stephen has taken my time slot. Slacker. Anyway, so he's up there live. Who's he chatting with right now? Go live. Let me go and have a look at who's on screen with him. And okay, let's just turn that off. So we've got Banana King in there with him. I don't know who Banksy. I do know the name Banksy, and I don't know that last person. Anyway, they're live at the moment. They're having a discussion. Obviously, 13 people watching. We've got 14 people watching. How's that? So we're beating him by one. I do more live. He's doing his usual Saturday morning live stream. He's probably running a bit late. Bangkok travel. Bangkok Thailand.
You just dropped 10.
Did I? Bummer.
I think they went to his channel.
They went to his channel. Really? Oh my God. Okay, so expats living in the capital of Bangkok, the advantages. Probably just talking about the usual daily life stuff. Anyway, so just the channel roundup. So of course, I'm live as well at the moment. So we released 2 videos this week. My daily life here in Thailand. That seemed to have done quite well. People, chimed onto that one. 1.5k views on that one. I did throw up on the end of that, which I'll probably do now. I keep on spooking the whole thing about my gaming. Where is it? So what I'll do is I'll actually do a little preview of that for the people who are watching, if you haven't watched it already. So here we go. And I made this last week. This is what I do when I'm not doing YouTube. I play these silly games. Got a nice bit of tune music there by Fat Rat. One of my favourite YouTube music composers. I won't play the whole thing, of course, but yeah, so it just gives you an idea of the sort of games I play, but a bit of cut up, a bit of a mix up, cut up, and that's my gaming page. You're quite welcome to check all the links, and all the links are around the place. Sort of stuff I get up to on a daily basis. Anyway, that's at the end of that video. And then of course Escape from Alcatraz. That was we got out Wednesday to do some some R&R. We finally got out of that. Well, apart from the essential travel thing, we've actually got out to do something. So we went out to a cafe. Chanya got on a boat. I wasn't going to get in with her. she's a terrible driver. But it was a nice, fun afternoon. There's also another video up there as well at the moment, which will be released probably after this live stream. Well, maybe, no, I think tomorrow. I'll release it tomorrow. We went out to the markets and bought some stuff. It's her birthday next week, so I don't know if she's going to come and join us. She was getting some makeup before, but of course last week she was getting makeup on and a customer called, so she ran straight at the door.
Wazza.
Hello, Omi. How are you today? Don't forget we are live streaming. We probably actually should move everything down to the live streaming channel, but it's all right. Just behave yourself. We are streaming.
NSFW, no NSFW.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no NSFW, not for. Was it? Not safe for work. Not safe for work. Yeah. Okay, what's Dan done? So our interview, Thailand, a young Thailand-based family forced apart during the call. Yeah, okay. We got a new, a new like or a follow. I can't really tell. Well, that one we've got something going on there. For some reason, the multi-stream chat's not coming through. Okay. Looks like I'll just check out what's on the YouTube stuff because the multi-stream's not picking up. Maybe there's just nobody there, but it's not working on the Facebook. So there you go. We are actually, as I said, streaming onto Facebook as well, but I think there's some bugs with that, and I'm not quite sure what those bugs are. Coco, good morning. How are you? Robert Casper, Chris B, Robert Mack in Asia. It all seems to be sort of ticking along quite nicely. Edward Evans, g'day. Who else have I missed? Telecoms scams, love scams. Yep. Okay, so we're moving along. Sarah, she's over in America still, I believe. What's she doing? She's talking about the sickness in Thailand 5 days ago. But I didn't think she came back. I thought she was still over in America. I'll have to check that out. Maggie's Journey. Save Teacher Wang hashtag. Online classes in Thailand. Oh, she's doing online classes now, is she? Interesting. Ah, yes, like that's the thing. Just beware of your scams, as Choco says. Beware of the scams that are going on around the place. People are hard up for cash because they can't work. So, guess what they'll resort to doing? They'll resort to scamming people. What do we got there from Shane Cashman? I think he's still there. Where Serena Beach. I think that's again North Coast Queensland. Ryan's Thailand. He's busy building again. Building part 10. Chuck, no time to be sad. I may have to go back home. Might he? I doubt. I'm sure he doesn't have to go back home. Why would he have to go back home? Why would you ever want to leave this place? Where do we come from? Next stop, Mudakin. I can't even say that name, really. Thai-tastic. Good morning,
there we
Tyler.
go. The whole deal with Chuck was he was visiting Mukdahan and there were no hotels open.
Oh, okay. So he's going to have to go back home to in his place.
Yes, back to South Panam or whatever. Wherever
Go back to Thailand. Go back to America. I don't think he'd want to do that. It's the last thing he'd want to do, surely. Good morning, Thailand number 3. Chilling at Chili Bang Sarai. 8 lanes of traffic. There's got a few videos there. Looks like walk around live streams and bits and pieces like that. Thailand Unplugged is news articles usually. I've got Chanya coming into the door. You gonna come and say hello, darling? Tita Hart?
Yeah.
You gonna come say hello? You're gonna
It's
come.
okay. It's okay.
Gonna come say hello? Okay, so let's just do a little. See if I can get something working here. Here's the girl. And you've got some headphones. Oh, wait, let me just fix that. I might have broken the damn headphones now. It got caught under my microphone. It's probably completely screwed up. Sound check, sound check. Say something, Augie. Yeah? I can't tell whether that's working or not.
It's okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
You can
Here. It's okay.
you can talk here. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry. But not problem.
Oi. So here's my baby.
Hello.
There we go. There she is again. Hello, darling. You enjoy your day
Hello.
out?
Pardon?
Enjoy the day out Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah? Rowing the boat?
Yeah.
Rowing the boat? Yeah. You want to fall in?
You don't want to tell me.
No, you don't want to help
But
me.
first time for me, you know.
What? In a boat first time?
Yeah, first time I'm scared a little bit though. It's okay.
The thing's not focusing, and there we go. I keep on, yeah. Yeah, so my chair's lower than her chair, so she's higher. But of course, we can see the best part of her. Oh my God. So big.
What?
So big. Okay, so keeping everybody amused. Ronnie Biggs love Brazil.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, so we got stuck in Florida. We got Don
Yes.
from America.
Don, yeah.
Lord Dark, he's there from Canada. And Darlow, stuck in Florida. Sean Mark, Sean says, Sean, you remember your friend come over from Patreon, Sean, Kusuma. Remember Kusuma from last year.
อ๋อกุศมา
Husband. Sean
Ah,
Mark is but they're not together anymore. They have problem. Oh my God. Yeah. And then Niall in Thailand. G'day, Niall.
Hi.
Trying to figure out Discord. Haven't quite got the hang of it yet. It does take a little bit of getting used to. That's for certain. But once you get used to it, it's quite a freaking good system. What do we got? Chanya Sawai. Don't say Chanya Sawai.
ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
Lovely as always, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, so we'll get back to this stuff here and talk about this stuff in a minute. I know I didn't even have a small screen, but she's here. She wants to go to work, so you got probably 10 minutes to ask any questions of Chanya before she goes anywhere. Hi, Warren and Chanya, so go hopping. You got Red Bull. Where's my Red Bull? Where's my Red Bull? You're not giving me Red Bull? Oh, I can share your one. Okay, so we got the camera's playing up today. I don't know why.
Good strong
Red Bull
good
smoothie.
strong power but cannot Chanya cannot drink coffee just only Red Bull small just small not
Red
big
Bull,
not
the
big
Bull. Yeah.
I think
Sonia
extra
said-
is okay นะ
Darlow, he send you $3. Right, you can buy more Red Bull. Okay.
Oh thank you think good
Yeah.
every morning I just drink for
this
make
one.
power for working
Yeah, for power. Yeah.
yeah power for working think it's okay, but I cannot to drink coffee.
No, you
When
don't
I
like
drink
coffee.
coffee, I strong hard too
Yeah,
much.
she tried
Yes.
drinking coffee, you know, but it gives her heart palpitations. So Don sort of, how are you? I'm sure you're pretty good.
Yeah.
So we did this little run up to a cafe. So it was our escape from quarantine, escape from the lockdown, escape from Alcatraz, escape from
You see,
Alcatraz.
oh, my face look big.
Where? Your
Face.
It's okay because
Big,
you.
no, because cannot to go everywhere, sleep, eat, sleep,
Oh yeah,
make
you
I
have
fast.
big tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Big
put on
face,
about
big
5
hair.
kilo.
Oh my God.
In 8 weeks, 10 weeks, she's put on 5 kilo.
6 kilo now.
6 kilo. Oh my God.
You see, last.
And Don's saying happy birthday for next week.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, 27th,
Pardon?
27th of May.
Yeah.
Right, and how old?
29.
No, you lie
31.
me. No, you lie me. You lie me. How old you stay?
Okay, you can talk everything, but you not talk how old, okay?
Okay, well,
Okay.
you're 55. 55.
Not
You're
talk.
so old.
It's okay, don't worry. Because I have boyfriend. Don't care. You love me, not talk for how old, okay?
Yeah, I love you. Yeah. Lord Dark, Chanya, you always look great and happy birthday. So Lord Dark saying happy birthday for next week.
Okay.
Right. And yeah, well, I don't know. What day is Wednesday next? What day is the birthday next week? Was it?
Lauren, have you met her boyfriend?
Yeah, I met him. So 27th. It's next Wednesday. So it is actually her day off on her birthday, which is going to be good. So we may even do a special live stream somewhere. We'll go and eat somewhere.
Oh, I don't know. Just check first. But you remember when you go 10 people, you cannot see.
So
You remember in the
the video,
Hachibam, right?
The video
You cannot
comes
sit
out
together. You just.
The video comes out tomorrow. We're actually at Hachiban, and they actually make you sit at separate tables. You know, for this. Anyway, you'll see the video when it comes out. Absolutely crazy stuff. Like the stuff that we have to deal with. It's a weird world we live in. Barry, how you doing? Chanya is looking
How
very
you
beautiful
doing?
today. Best looking lady boy I've ever seen. Well, you're a lucky guy, yeah. Yes, my lady boy girlfriend.
No, not say that.
Yeah. Oh, you not talk about lady boys?
No.
What can we say? We should say
Sao song.
Song.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's my Song. Girl too.
Go to.
Girl too. Song. Kiss me.
I'm lady.
You lady, yes. And Coco's here as well, but she's not. She's in the background. She was asking how you are. She's not a lady boy from Singapore. Coco.
Coco.
Yeah, chocolate cocoa. Yeah.
Coco.
Yeah. She sometimes she comes on and she says hello, but she's not here today. So got any questions for her? Like, you always want to know what she's all about and what she talks about and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Chanya is Don. He look after you. He say Chanya is old lady. Old lady.
Oh my God.
Old lady.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. But yeah, while she's here, you can ask her any questions you probably want, and and she might be able to give you an answer. But if you don't, then we don't. That's all right. We'll just continue on with everything else, and we'll give you 10 seconds to catch up to where the conversation is. Chanya, what's your favourite perfume?
Pardon?
Your perfume. What favourite perfume?
Oh, mini.
Which one you like? I know.
Oh, this one me like. I like too much. เดี๋ยวกัน Chanel must more sound. Chanel.
Yeah.
Must more sound.
Masmasal.
Yeah.
Don't know. I bought you Coco.
Pardon?
I bought you Coco Chanel. Don't know?
No. I like just only my like. I
Oh,
like
okay.
perfume.
Yeah.
You understand?
Very expensive.
I like very much. No, I think it's okay.
Yeah, sort of 50 mil. I think is about 5,000 baht or something. It's absolutely ridiculous pricing. But yeah,
Coco Chanel.
Coco
Oh,
Chanel. That's
Coco
one I
Chanel.
bought you before. Yeah.
Yes, name same Coco Chanel, but name Mademoiselle.
Yeah, Mademoiselle.
Chanel,
And
yeah.
another one you like is
Me number 5,
number 5.
Mademoiselle.
And Jimmy Choo.
Jimmy Choo and Bulgari
Bulgari. Yeah.
and
She has some
Dior. Oh, have everything.
very expensive tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So. Yeah, so I think that's probably what she'll get for her birthday next week. I got to go and find some more perfume for her. But I bought you perfume only a couple of months ago, darling.
Pardon?
How much you got left in the one I bought you last time?
Last
The
time.
Bulgari.
What? No gold?
Yes, Bulgari and before
No, I've stopped
Have
buying
a
gold.
loss.
Gold is too expensive now. Not buy gold.
can save.
No, not buy gold.
No, I just told in the world expensive, but when people ฝรั่ง move Thailand when to buy gold can safety and can change for money
Yeah.
price goods you understand
Yeah. Well, a lot of
Thailand's good
Thai
now
people
for
have actually
gold.
been selling their gold recently because the price went up, and of course a lot of gold shops were cash strapped to actually do the exchange because people are bringing all their gold in to sort of tide them through these difficult times. Gold is like it's for the Thai, it's a safety deposit box in your house. Pretty much if you've ever had any extra cash, that's what Thais do. They buy gold. It's like saving for a rainy day, and it's not in the banks because they don't trust the banks. I think the trust in the banks is getting a little bit more common these days, but it's very much an old school thing. 50 years ago, you wouldn't trust banks over here in Thailand because the money disappears, and you still hear stories today of money disappearing out of people's accounts. Tellers help themselves to it, and take them to court and all that sort of stuff. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, so Barry Smith, he says, how is your business been doing in the virus situation? How's business? Your shop been open for now, 3 weeks?
just open before 3 weeks but cannot make something just have limit for working in the
Yeah.
shop
So you can cut hair.
only cut hair and clean hair but cannot make color cannot make state cannot make curve but just make for somebody can stay in the shop only 1 hour 1 hour 2 hour and now have new plan for when some shop open the shop and make my hair stop close just close shop now
Why?
no have problem but him don't in the Thailand government what na Thailand don't like don't want people to make don't want people to go make color hair but safety virus you understand
Oh yeah. So if this is saying if you do color, if you do
yeah,
treatment, they make your shot close shot.
yeah
So you only cut, only wash,
only cut only wash but
and one person in the shop at any time. One
just
time.
wait and now have more curfew for 1 month you
Yeah,
see
well.
Neil oh my god make me crazy
Yeah. But she's making a bit of money. She's covering the rent. That's the main thing. But yeah, she's not making extra at the moment. So it's a bit difficult. Times are difficult, but that's what's happening over here. That's what we have to deal with. As for the other question, when do you reckon Thailand will be open borders? Well, it's anybody's guess. I don't think that we're going to see travellers in here until at least September. But that could be there's a lot of push from certain avenues and certain people. So because we're streaming into Facebook now, we'll get a lot more people liking. See, when you like the video on YouTube, it doesn't send the ping to Streamlabs, but when you like the video on Facebook, right, it's something there. And I've still got to do some fixing up with that whole Streamlabs stuff because it's not working properly. But again, the whole stream of Facebook is all a new thing, and it's going to take another update for Streamlabs to get all the stuff working properly. anyway, it's basically what it is. It's people liking the video on the Facebook stream. So, and that's why we're not getting any words, because it's not really hooked in properly to Facebook yet. The zombie is back, yeah, but of course we'll get those pings all the way through the video now. People, and again, if you like the video, just hit the like button, guys. This is what we're supposed to do over here. Yeah, so again, in answer to that question, I don't think we're going to see travellers here until September, but there's a lot of push from certain areas in business. People are doing it hard, so they want people back here. They want the travellers back. They want to open bars and clubs. And obviously, as I said in the video from Wednesday, bad idea. I think they need to keep the bars and clubs closed, because you can't control the closeness of the patrons in the club. And part of that thing here in Thailand is the very, very big closeness when the bar girls get very close, and they're spreading between customers. So you might be keeping your distance between the next guy on the next bench or something, but the bar girls, they're going to be sort of, they're going to be all in your face, touchy feely, and then they're going to move along to the next guy, So they might not get it, and spread to the next person. So it's a really risky sort of proposition to open the bars. But yes, so in other words, the shop's doing all right. It's not doing wonderful, because she makes the most money when you do treatments, when you do colour, when you do when styles, straightening.
Yeah.
So these are the ones that pay the extra. But doing just cuts and washes, you're only making 120 baht, isn't it? And you're only doing 4 or 5 a day, yes. So she's only making probably 600 baht a day, yes.
Yep.
About that. It's about that, yeah. But as I said, so at least she's covering electricity. She's covering all the electricity costs and the other costs. Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll talk about the games in a minute. But she's only here. The zombie is back. Bruce Grant, yes, she's always looking good. She actually has a sort of a aqua dress on. Was it? What do you call it? Aqua? What colour is this? Mauve.
Yeah.
Mauve, yeah. So it's not going invisible on her, because there's enough contrast. I was actually thinking it was going to go blur, going to go invisible on her, but she's lucky it didn't. I think Bali will open soonish. Bali will open? Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Any NZ soon? Any NZ? New Zealand? Look, every country's doing it weird, and I get back to this whole conspiratorial thing. We do know in England and in America are the two countries we do know of now, and there is completely sort of non-circumstantial evidence. The fact that to list somebody as having died by the virus, they actually get paid. Right now, hospitals aren't taking on their normal elective surgery cases and everything else, so they're running poor, right? And the governments are handing out money and so there's all this false reporting. People are being listed as having the virus, and they might have the flu, right? Over here in Thailand, there's no handouts. So what we're sort of seeing, in my opinion, is really the numbers that the virus is. Right, and we're not seeing anything. We're not seeing anything here. We're not seeing anything in Vietnam. Well, when I say not seeing anything, we're not seeing anything here. We're not seeing anything in Myanmar. We're not seeing anything in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, that Central Asia basin, because they don't get handouts. So, cases have been reported for what they are. If you have lung cancer and catch the virus, well, you're being written off as lung cancer. But they're also quarantining you. If you have pleurisy, right? Well, it's getting listed as pleurisy, death by pleurisy, not by COVID. There's no financial incentive to falsify the evidence, and that's why we're just seeing legitimate cases here in Thailand. Well, that's all I can put it down to, because we're not seeing anything. There's no spread of viruses here. We've got 65 million or 69 million people here. in Thailand, and that's not including tourist season. Right, it's the same number in England. There's 10 million people in Sweden. You're like, really, there's no logical sense to what's going on out there in the wider scheme of things. To me, it just all looks like a big scam now. And I think Andy Stubbs will probably agree with me. I think we've been sort of bouncing ideas and some news articles backwards and forwards for the last few weeks. So what can you do? 80% of the cases of COVID now are what they call asymptomatic, so you don't actually have symptoms. So you get a blood test, right? It's no worse than the flu, right? Stay home for 3 days and you get over it. But yet it has to go on the numbers, it has to go on the registers and everything else. Maybe that's what's ever in Thailand. People are getting a runny nose or a sore throat, and they stay at home. They stay at home for protecting other people. They're doing the right thing. Who knows? But anyway, we're not seeing it here. But yeah, we don't want to open the borders yet and let all the bad stuff come in. So keep them closed until they've got something happening there. Anyway, enough talk about the virus, because I don't like talking about the virus. What else have we missed there? If you had to pick Bali for sure, been there 5 times. Okay, I've never been to Bali myself, so I wouldn't know what it's like. I believe it's a nice place to visit. How's the government overestimate on the stimulus by 70 billion? I don't know. I overestimate on the stimulus by 70 billion. Not quite sure what that's in reference to. That's our government. Yeah, that's our government. Absolutely big absolutely big overreaction. But anyway, we can talk about this sort of stuff and see how we sort of deal with things. What I want to do is I'm going to get back to going through the whole run through. Obviously, you don't want to ask John any questions, so stuff you. You can go to work now. Go work now. Go and make money. Quick, off to work.
You don't love me anymore. No.
Kiss me.
No.
Kiss me.
No
Kiss
way. You say my mouth. No way. No
Kiss
way.
me. Job
ไม่เอา
Pom job.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Go work.
Go work.
What you doing? Hey, leave my mouse alone. No, what you doing? Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyone, darling. Anyone.
Anyway, darling, not there. Now, your darling, or you. Everyone, your gift now, huh?
Okay, everybody. See you later.
Okay, darling. I see you when you come home tonight.
Yeah.
What do you want to eat for dinner? What you want to eat for dinner tonight?
Don't know.
Choose?
Or no have plans, something, anything. But I don't want to
again.
go eat somewhere, but cannot open and have a lot of problems. Just look around somewhere.
Okay.
No, you just to say okay. You just to say, you see my wife. Okay.
Darling, say everything. Okay. Anyway, let's get
Bye
over this
bye.
stuff.
Have to enjoy today.
Okay. See you later, darling.
See you later. Bye bye. See you later, guy.
Oh, okay. Love you, darling.
Love you.
Love you. Maybe tissin soup.
Yes, I know myself.
Okay, let's get everything back focused again.
Okay.
Do you like her coming in and saying hello? That's the question. If you do, we'll try to get her to do it more often. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing the run through. Kevin, Thailand. That's right. Probably should take that at the list. Serena, what is she up to? Uploads with my ladyboy. Bit of a strange title. Again, it's a good tagline to get views, I guess. I could do more of that sort of stuff. I'm here to get away from Thai women. Really? I thought you loved Thai women, Chris. Come on. Anyway, so see us Rome. Well, we've got 4 days to go there. Cafe in the Woods. Cafe in the Woods. I wonder what that is. Big Fat Bestie. The Wave Hotel, Pattaya, a review from when he was over here. A Heart in Thai. Where am I? Looks like he's in the wilderness. I guess you have to watch the video. Yeah, I've added a few more channels here in the because a few more people have been posting recently in our Facebook group. So, 20 seconds. Rob, what's he up to? Donations flooding in. He's running some sort of donation thing again, I guess. Dijate Arts. This is another one of these new channels. He's down in, I think it's this Jontium. I think he comes from, he's in Jontium area somewhere down there. Beauty and the East. That's another one of the new channels there. If you see, go and check these channels out. Hit the subscribe button. Make them feel good. Where to buy cheap clothes in Bangkok. There we go. You want to some cheap clothes shopping? A retiree okay living in Thailand. This is another one of the new channels. He's got a few subscribers there. He's getting up to towards the 500. So he's not doing too bad. Golf in Thailand after. Yep. Mango's Golf and my dog. Okay, I think he's a golfer. Not a gopher, he's a golfer. Golf, golf, not gopher. Gordon Tickle. Gordon Tickle's been posting recently into the group, so we'll add him to the thing. He's he's an all-round good guy. He's been sort of running a channel for a few years now. But now that he started posting in my Facebook group, I'll give him a bit of a shout out there. Always interesting stuff on the farming life up there in the north. That foreign bloke, he's still building something, and he's still running content from last year. I just a thought. What Thailand needs is an organ donor system. Have a friend there that needs a new kidney but can't get it. I thought the kidneys were sort of the things that you wake up with a stitching in the side, from being roofied the night before. Isn't there a wild business and that sort of stuff going on over in Thailand? I think maybe I'm thinking of videos from 10 years or 20 years ago. Probably doesn't happen so much these days. The black market organ transplants. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. I think they do need to bring some of this good stuff out. But again, I think there's also something in the Buddhist overlays genre or philosophy that it's actually not good to actually disassemble the body before burial or something like that. And I'm not really quite sure about it, whether they can actually pass on to the next akashic area if they're not complete or something like that. That's why they're big on the cremation and then putting the bones into the river and all that sort of stuff. Look, I'm no expert on their philosophies here, but that's the way I read it anyway. Does hanging a plastic bag with water in it really get rid of flies? Chris, there is actually what they call a fly trap you can build with a Coca-Cola bottle. What you do is you take say that was a Coca-Cola bottle, you cut it off in half, you turn this part here upside down so that it's got the small spout going in, you just tape it there and you hang it from a tree and you put honey or something, or something that rotting flesh or something, or even feces in the actual bottom of the bottle. The flies they sense it, they go down the bottle, and of course it's hot inside, and once they get inside, they can't easily fly out the hole, and they die. That's how it works. But yeah, You've probably seen those traps anyway. They work really good, by the way. I had them around my house in Australia. Don't really need them over here, unfortunately, or fortunately. We don't really seem to get it. The whole ecosystem here in Thailand, all the way we got dengue fever and all sorts of weird and wonderful. I found a dead scorpion on the driveway last week. I don't know how that got there, but we got some interesting bugs. But they really don't seem to be as prevalent as what. Like I remember in Australia, we'd go out to do a barbecue on a Saturday night, and seriously, the bug zapper's going off absolutely a million miles an hour, and you're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. We just don't get it here. The mosquitoes are prevalent, but you just don't seem to notice them. Either they don't, maybe they're Thai mosquitoes. They don't eat very much. I don't know. But of course, some of them do carry dengue, so it's a bit of a problem. Okay, so Beauty in the East. He's just saying they aren't as bad in Thailand compared to the South and in the US either. Okay. Or in the south, we're talking about south of Thailand, down near the border there. Anyway, continuing on. Niall, what have you been up to, Niall? Bangkok versus Chiang Mai. He's doing a bit of a comparison there. And David Daly, Bangkok Nightwalk, he's actually done something there. I think this is canned footage. He had so much canned footage for the trips he did over here that it wasn't funny. Foreigner Joe, there we go. Home Pro Depot opened, yes. They opened a few more of the establishments and shops in the malls. I think I mentioned that. It was an absolute catastrophe, like last Sunday when they opened. Queues a mile long. So much for social distancing, everybody's trying to get into the malls. They're taking, all your details. And, it was an absolute schmozzle. Absolutely schmozzle. But anyway, direction Bangkok. What's he up to? Khao Yai National Park. Nice place up there. We went up there, Khao Yai. We did a bike ride out there. I didn't check that waterfall out. We went and just did some swimming there. But yes, he did the visit out there, so check that one out. Don, what are you doing there? More temple visits when you're over here, is that right? So was it Beauty in the East? I'm just glad that it's going back to. I'm just glad Thailand is opening back up. Me and the girlfriend was getting bored. Last week, because you're not playing video games, like that. I've not been bored. Honestly, I have not been bored. I've had a few people sort of saying, "What sort of life is that?" Well, unless of course you're a gamer, you probably won't know. You don't get bored. I've got more games that I could ever play in 1 week. It's not. I'm not funny. It's not a joke. I don't have enough time in the week to play all the games I'd like to play with all the friends that I hang out with online playing games. It's just one of those sort of things. And I don't have to travel anywhere. I can't catch up with all my friends. That's what it is in a gaming lifestyle. And of course, we're doing more of those streams now, so you'll get a bit more of an idea what it's like to be a gamer. Anyway, moving right along. Hutchie's View, listen out on the new channels there, 122 subscribers. Check this one out. Crabby site. So he's down there with Rob, doing a wander around, doing bits and pieces. Fraser again, he's been uploading recently. He had a bit of a sabbatical. I bought a bicycle, there you go. Bad Badger, lockdown 2020, what we have learnt. So a bit more of a recap of things that he's experienced. There's another one, My Adventures in Thailand, another one of these new channels, 228 subscribers. Probably appreciate the subscription there. He looks like he's building something up north, so check that one out. James Abroad, Trouble in Paradise Part 4, Pump Fun. Yeah, we had our pump fail on us last year. That was a bit of fun. Water pressure here in Thailand is absolutely ridiculously non-existent. And you have to, basically I think they only really give you street level pressure, and you'll never get water pumping up to the second floor on these townhouses unless of course you've got a pump. But yeah, and so what you need is you need and it does vary throughout the day. So you need a 1,000-litre tank to get the water when it comes. When the water head pressure is enough, it'll fill your tank, and then you use a pump to give you pressure throughout the house. And unfortunately, you know, they break down quite often. Anyway, Johnny Siam, a story of Harv running for my life. Okay. Not quite sure what that is. Reflections today, what's ahead? This is more stuff from obviously home, I'm guessing. Pie up there, more live streams from Pie up the north. Lifestyle cooking, lifestyle cooking Thai foods. So this is a Thai food channel. She does cooking. Nick down there in Pattaya, he's helping out the locals as best as he can. Tree Town seems to be the busiest place in Pattaya right now. Another video out from Nick from down there. And last but not least, Isan Farang. He's been quite busy posting videos into the Facebook. So Ubon comes back to life. So he's up there in Ubon Thani, living in Ubon Thani, Thailand. A walking street and the missing kebab. Okay, so there's a roundup of some of the channels. So what I was going to do today to really sort of get everything apart from chat to you guys was we're running the Invictus Week in Stanton. So what we thought we'd do is take you a bit of a walkthrough. Visit Stanton system, yes. Oh God, the launch of this thing last night was an absolute joke, no joke. We jumped on and within 30 minutes of it going live, the 3.91 update, the whole system crashed and it was been down for like 7 hours. It only went live this morning about 30 minutes before the live stream started. So I thought I'd give you a little wander around. I remember we did this about 6 months, what about 6 months ago, October, November last year. We took you down for a wander through from the last day of their convention, which is sort of the thing. They do this twice a year. Right now they're running what they call a free fly weekend. So if you're interested in this, if you're interested in what you see here, right, I never recommend anyone buy into this game right now, because like I bought into this game in 2014 and I keep on buying bits and pieces into this game because I just love the visuals and it's a really interesting community around the game. And we're still loading. Look, I've got a fast computer and this is what I have to deal with, loading with this game. Gee, seriously, are we actually going to get in? I don't know. We may not even get in. But yeah, if it loads, it loads. If it doesn't, well, we'll continue. Oh, look, there we go. We have got in. There we go. So let's get out of bed. It's a very visual game. There's a lot of content in it now. As I said, 2014 when I bought into it, we had a hangar which we could look at some of the stuff that was going to be brought into the game. It was quite funny. Was that? Yeah, there we go. That's a lift. Call the elevator. So yeah, I thought I'd just take a wander around. This is some of the stuff I do. Like I said, normally we're streaming into Twitch and my Facebook gaming page, but let's have a chat with the real people, not the gamers. We might even find a few more gamers in there with who's around. But yeah, so there's a free fly weekend running at the moment. You can, if you've got a computer that can run it, you can get on there and you can experience this game we call what do you call it? Star Citizen. I was tongue-tied with it for a minute. Very much setting of like what would you call it? Blade Runner-esque sort of genre. We're actually not on Earth. We're a place called Stanton. It's about 4 solar systems away from Earth. You get this first-person view. There is also a third-person view, which some people like to play the third-person view. I think the game runs better in first-person. But yeah, this game is so bugged at the moment, you wouldn't believe it. Seriously. What? I just missed the tram. Damn it. To wait for the next tram. Fraser Hall, you were a game in UK, but the game I loved was firewalled in Singapore. Okay. You mean you can't VPN into it? Being a Lego fan, okay, building. Okay. I was not that keen to on Phuket, very expensive. Yeah, Phuket is an expensive place, Andy. Chanya tells me that it's not worth going there. What else have we got? VP is better. Yeah. We're still going to do island trips. Hopefully, when things move along and things sort of settle down, we might do some island trips. But as I said, she's got a business to run now, so it's very difficult to get her away from anything. Making money is more important. Let's take a look. Look out the window here at this is Arcorp. This is one of the planets. Stand clear. Yeah, super clear. Yeah, it's super close, but neighbourhood countries. Figured I'd knock one of those off first. Yeah, yep, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so if you're not a gamer, this is probably going to bore the shit out of you. I know. But it gives you a bit of a visual, gives you something different, like from the normal live stream stuff. That's what I try to do, is try to do something different. Try to share my world. I might live here in Thailand, right? But, I live in a virtual reality most of my life. People might think that's a bit weird, but to each their own. We're moving off to the convention centre to give you an idea of some of the ships that you can, that are in the game. We got about 10 minutes look around before. I should probably take my helmet off. It's a big thing this weekend. There's the military showcase sort of run through of the game. It is it's a military sort of style universe that the whole thing works around. The graphics, they look stunning. I've got a fairly fast rig here, and as you can see, I'm only getting 21 frames per second. So you do need a pretty sort of pretty elevated gaming rig. Let me go. Okay, let's go to the RSI hall first. At least with obviously virtual worlds, you can get out into the green and into the grass and everything else. So anyway, so here we are in the convention hall. You get to fly these massive spaceships. So this one's only a small one. This one here is the Origin 325. This is actually the first ship that I bought in the game in 2014. And as I said, in 2014 you could download this thing called your hangar, and I could actually look at my ship. Oh, very pretty. That's about all I could do with it. 2016 wasn't until, it was probably 2016 when we actually had some sort of content where we could actually get on a space station and actually fly our ship and do a couple of missions. By 2018 we actually had sort of the 3 moons around Crusader, which is a gas giant. Then 2019 we started to see some real content. We had this planet was put in, which was Area 18. We also had Lawville, We also had Levski, which is just like a mining outpost. But you know, some of these ships can be quite stunning when you get into them. I think the one we were looking at this morning, we'll go and have a look at this one again. This one here, the Constellation Phoenix, is one of the RSI's top leading ships. So let's go up into this ship and have a look at what it looks like inside. If you're asking me a question, just make sure you do the @ Warren so I can see who you so I can pick it out from the rest of the discussions. T. My sorry, I've taken my helmet off. Everything's sort of super animated and everything else, giving you a real first world feel.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the work. System check.
There we go. Let's get out of that seat. So you fly these big massive ships through the universe. You've got turrets, gun turrets. It's a hostile world out there. Moving through, lighting's a bit of a problem, yeah, but moving through into the crew quarters. So you've got your log out bunks for some of the crew. These are what they call multi-crew ships. You'd actually need 2 or 3 people to actually fly them properly. There's the captain's bunk. There's your meeting room. Looks like a hot tub time machine. There was a bar going towards the back of the ship here. It's got a what do you call it? A snub fighter attached to the back of the ship, so you can get out and cruise around. Very nicely appointed. Like, the detail in this game is one of the things that sells the game. What's this one here? This one here is the Andromeda. Again, a similar bridge style with the turrets and guns. This one here is more of a cargo ship. Again, without the helmet on, I don't think I can actually show you much. Do we go T? There we go. We got our lights. Unfortunately, the light's not really working very well. Yeah, this is more of a cargo runner. You can ship cargo around the place. Again, at the back, we've got the snub fighter at the back there. And we're going to look at this other one here. There's nothing much to see in that one in the centre. And this one's the Constellation Armada. Well, if you're coming into the free fly weekend, I think they're going to lend you, they give you one of these little boats there to fly around to experience the game firsthand. I'm not quite sure. I've never actually done a free fly. I was already in the game by the time they started giving free flies. Again, you've got your bridge set up there, you've got your different workstations around here, gun lobbies, you got, like I said, they think of everything. You come with bathrooms, It's a shower, not a bathroom. I think the toilets are somewhere else. Yeah, bunks for your crew. This one here is also a cargo runner. One just costs more than the other. As your docking ports, I'm not quite sure why that's not resident in there. Maybe it's just broken. Again, a snub fighter. Wandering around. So what I'll be doing probably next week on their Twitch channel, they've got every day they'll be doing different. They'll be doing displays of different ships in the game. So this is just the RSI offerings. There's something like 20 different manufacturers in the game, and every day of the week they'll be putting new stuff in to look at. But the free fly weekend only runs for 2 days, so it's only us in-game people who actually have accounts will actually get this to see the whole shebang. Cool, the elevator. And let's go and have a look at the top hall. This next hall here is more about the what do you call it? The ground vehicles. Trumbull. So like this one here is a rocket launcher. You can rent them. This is the Anvil Ballista. There's some pretty half-decent ordnance on it. Heat-seeking missiles and so on and so forth. Ground attack vehicles. This one here is the the Ursa Rover. It's again it's a six-wheeler for getting across the rough terrain. These are the four-wheelers. What they call the Cyclone, Trumbull Cyclone, TR, RN. There's 3 different models in AA. Yeah, I think this is the one you want. This one that's got the turret on the back. TR. You can get somebody in the gun seat, you know. And that's all they've really got on display here is those ones there. There's a Trumbull tank. It's only a hologram at the moment. It's actually not in the game. When I first saw that, I thought, Elon Musk is designing ships. They're designing tanks for them. This is a new offering. I think it's actually in the game. They've only just brought this one out. This is from Origin. This is an Origin Jumpworks ground vehicle, the G12A. I think that's something that's it's just gone up for what they call pre-sale. I don't think it's actually in the game yet. It's you know you can pledge for the game to get in the game, which means you've got to buy something. Or pledge for something to make it worthwhile you in the game. So Olgie, did you actually manage to get in the queue and get on the game yourself? If you're still there, or he's fallen asleep. He's probably busy playing the game himself. Yeah, Chris, Bangkok is a happening city but at the moment you just can't go anywhere really. All the stuff you want to do in Bangkok. Here, 18. Let me go to Tessa Spaceport, Aero Spaceport. I need to actually take a flight out to where I normally play the game. Which is what I'm going to do. 23 seconds.
Remember, we're all taking this journey together. Tram now approaching.
Tram, no, approaching. Get on the BTS.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
There's actually a fair bit of content that's available in the game these days. Give you an idea of the sort of missions you can do, delivery missions, quick in-game cash. You can do investigation, finding missing people, maintenance missions. What do you got to do? Look for a runner to remove some scrap metal. Bounty hunter missions, mercenary missions. Remove claim jumpers. One of the things about the game is there's no actual, unlike most games, there's no leveling in the game. You are just an entity in this universe, and when it comes to leveling, it's more about you've got to do things, then you get sort of certain contract your contract ratings go up in the game, which gives you more and more valuable missions. So delivering missions. These are a little bit questionable, some of these. Come in! PopeKael! Good morning, Pa. What you doing? Oh, good. Oh, Fin Mobile, my bill for the phone. Hey? Oh, I see my whiskey. We had party later, Pa. I think next week, birthday Chanya have party. he's found the vodka. He's found this.
Tram now leaving the station.
That looks good. Let me get off. Let me get off. He's found the whiskey. He's found the vodka. Party next week, our place. Chanya birthday. Anyway, what I need to do here, I need to get...
Oh, you finished your, interview of sorts?
No, the stream's still running. I'm just back in the game, that's all. I'm watching the chat,
okay.
watching people talk in the chat, and while I need to get out, ready to play the game again, so I got to move from here back to where I normally play the game, which is out at Crusader. So I need to get on a ship, get out there. Okay, so let me get in the long range endure. Yeah, all these ships I've bought over the years. Hangar 2.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater area.
So we're going to get in one of our ships. Hopefully we won't blow up.
Safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Call the elevator. Come on. Like real life, you have to wait for the elevators.
From transforming
And
worlds to
hangar
exploring
2.
the stars,
Hangar 2.
our
There we go.
corp is proud to bring the universe closer together.
clear to launch.
Clear to launch, he says. Clear to launch. Let's fire this beast up. Hope you're not blow up on the way out. Get my joystick and everything ready.
Launch sequence complete. Caution. Collision. Landing gear up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
There we go. Sort of, yeah, Area 18. It's a very big metropolis. Of course, it's all physical bound, but you can't visit all these places. I don't know whether that's ever going to be part of the game at any stage. There are places you can visit. There are sort of points of interest across the city, but you need to do the missions to get those points of interest. And there's my vehicle. We're cruising out. That's me in the driver's seat. Look at that. Flying away from the... I think in Star Wars there was that place where the Jedi Council was. It's just all, there's no forest, there's no trees, it's just all city, the whole planet. Same with Area 18, it's just one big, massive conglomeration of city. Oh, I guess my weapons are hot. There we go. They are. Come on. Let's chart our course. So there we are. There's Area 8. That's where Arc Corp Area 18. This is our solar system. There's the 3 moons around this particular planet. Scrolling out, there's the Lagrange points, Arc 1, Arc 2 Lagrange points. Over here we've got Hurston, which is another one of the cities. We've got over here Microtech, another planet in the system. But where I want to go here, I want to go over here, Crusader. Can we just get into Crusader? And I'm going to Port Olisar. There we go. It's going to take me 461 quantum fuel. Requires me to make 4 jumps.
Quantum travel engaged.
You can't cross the state line in Australia, is that right? I don't know what I haven't been keeping abreast of what the restrictions are in Australia. Where's our next hop? Says I'm obstructed, really. Yeah, I believe that they're not taking visitors. You need special diplomatic immunity before you can actually. Let's just wait for a bit more clearance around that. Johnny Siam, good morning, how are you? What's happening down your neck of the woods? I should put some trucking music on, shouldn't I? I've got 41,000 kilometres to go. Where are we going to? Winter is upon you, is it? How cold is it getting down there now? I know, so Stephen was sort of saying it's in the single digits in Hobart or in Tasmania. But you're on North Coast. What's the temperatures up where you are, Johnny? Okay, Pepe, nice for you to join us. Don't forget that subscribe button if you're not already. Down to 0. Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't like about Australia, especially in Sydney. I didn't like anything below 10 degrees Celsius, which is way too cold. Single digits, unless of course I had a ski outfit on or something like that. Ski skins on. I haven't done that since the early 90s. Highs of 15 to 18. Yeah, if you hate winter, I think Thailand is a place to live. Yeah, these ships here are multi-cruise ships as well. This is one of the big selling points of this game, by the way, is the fact that they really sort of emphasise the whole play together, rather than playing solo. Even though my fleet of ships is pretty much a solo fleet, some of the ships I do have, are multi-crew or multi-people, or at least two-seaters, where you can take somebody along with you and adventure together. The game is also limited right now in the fact that where are we? So if we go here, we are limited to 50 people per what they call node or system. The game will eventually be a complete MMO game where everybody's interacting with everybody. But unfortunately that's not in the game yet. They've still got a lot of bugs to iron out to make this particular type of game become so immense and so multiplayer. Again, it's all to do with the wipes and restarts and everything else, which happens every 3 months. We get used to it. But still, you can have a lot of fun with 50 people on a server. Yeah, Chanya's gone to work, Paul, so she's been and gone already. She popped in, say hello. Had to kick her out to go and make some money. You know how it is. Well, I actually did my 90-day check-in online last Wednesday or Thursday. So the online system for check-in, for doing your 90-day checks, are all done. There is an amnesty on at the moment, but as I said, it's on there. So they said, you got to do it. So you got to go. I don't have any physical paper to say I can't do it. There's a lot of conjecture about they're easing the restrictions. But as I said, if there's a place to do it, I went online and did it, and it was basically did it online, and got an email, and I think an hour and a half later, it said it's been approved, and so all good. I was actually going to do a video and show people how to do the online thing, and of course I didn't even think about it. Maybe I'll do it in August when the next one's around. This is a bit difficult to do those details because I've got to put in physical details, which means I've got to record it. Then I've got to blank it all out, and blank all the specifics out. So that, identity theft is a real thing. You've got to cover yourself for that shit. Like passport numbers, never give your passport number to anybody. Yeah, I just wasn't going to again, we were in Thailand, and I just tried to do everything by the book. The provision was there, you just go there, you log in, you put your details in, submit your application, and you're done. Let's go to the next song. Services.
Please proceed to sign landing bay.
Sure. Where are you going to put me? Oh, you're going to put me over there, right? Don't want to crash.
Auto land on.
Bum, 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 bum. Way down. That's right. Turn the engines off. Get into the seat. I hope I've got a helmet on. If not, I would die of asphyxiation in the cold depths of space. Cool. Okay, so we made it back home. That was the main thing. Yeah, this is where I normally play the game. In this place here. I get a lot better frames per second. Area 18 is an absolute shit fight. Anyway, that's the game. It's a free flow weekend on right now. So you can come in and play, get a free helmet. Not free helmet, you get a free helmet, get a free ship to play on. There he is, and we're just to say adios, boys and girls. Catch you later. I'm going to log out of that and quit the game. So, what else we've got going on? It's at 11:30, so we've been going for an hour and a half. Anything you want to talk about? I know we're only down to 10 viewers. If you haven't hit that like, then hit that like button. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of your face and get on and play some game. I don't want to sort of bore you guys with all that sort of stuff. I just wanted to take you a bit of a cruise around what the game's all about. Or this one here, anyway. I have a number of different games I play. If you quickly just go to my Steam account. No, not that one. Steam. Yeah, we've got Ark, Survival Evolve, Arma 3. I was playing Arma 3 earlier this week. Conan, which is a medieval sort of game. Imperion, which is the game server I host here. Elix, I haven't played that for a while. Is it Elite Dangerous? Everspace, haven't played that yet. Grand Theft Auto 5, that's a lot of fun. House Party, that's a bit weird. What else? Lord of the Rings Online. Life is Futile, that's more of a building game. New Dawn, which is a pirate game. No Man's Sky, which is a space game. Osiris New Dawn, which is a space game. Outpost Zero, which is again a space game. Planet Base, which is again another space game. Rebel Galaxy, space game. Red Dead Redemption, I think you all know that one. That's set 100 years ago in the early 1900s, late 1890s or whatever. Civilization, it's a good old classic. Space Engineers, I don't play that much. Sims 3. Spellforce, sort of a hack and slash adventure game. And The Witcher. You remember the TV series The Witcher? I haven't even played those two yet. I'm still in the first version of it. They're the games I have in my library. I've got a few others that I play as well that aren't in the Steam library, but they were bought before, or bought because they weren't available on Steam, but a few friends were playing them. But anyway, that's me for the day. I'm going to get out of your face and then probably have some breakfast and then go and do some gaming. So I'm going to leave you and talk to you guys later. Peace out, and next time.
I want you to lift me up so high, a place that